Sterring, picture them important. It's Sterring, they're like Sterring.
Hey, I'm Kunta.
And I'm Peta.
Welcome to Black Sterring Radio, a podcast where we dissect TV shows, films, music, and culture
To ask how black women are represented and seen on screen.
Hello! Hey guys! Welcome
Welcome.
For the last time though.
In the stew!
Last time in the stew, guys. What an experience this has been.
Yeah.
This is our
Great
last
era.
hurrah
Yeah.
with Spotify and with Vodcast, with the team here, Marco and them. It's been quite amazing. It's been about a year. About a
Yeah.
year we've been here. It's been a nice internship vibe.
In the space. Yeah, it actually
Yeah.
has felt like an internship.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've done masterclasses.
We have.
With icons, I want to say.
Dude, have you seen our latest masterclass? Please just go on
We
our
have some great
YouTube,
people.
go on our Instagram, and also thank you for the
Even
support.
TikTok.
Like our numbers have done really well. They've
Yes.
grown slowly but surely. Actually, they've grown really, really fast around
Yeah.
this period. You know, social media is such an interesting place. It's like
Nobody
you
understands
never
what
know
it
what's
means.
going to what's
Yeah.
going to bring that extra few people. And
Yeah.
we've gotten a lot of extra few people, and
we've
thank you guys.
appreciated the extra few people from comments to likes to suggestions
oh my
to
gosh,
DMs to chats
streaming,
in real life
you
to
know,
streaming.
to hearts,
Messages, all of it. Like it really has
Yeah.
been appreciated.
Yeah, we've created a cute community
lovely.
of smart people, of critical thinkers, of fun, sexy, badass women and femmes
Yay.
and
even men.
and men, of course.
Yeah.
Yes, obviously, So we will be taking a bit of a break, and then we'll come back around soon. We'll come back around soon, but it's been a year. Let's just all close the laptops. and-
Everyone would love to close their laptops for the year.
Yeah. Cannot believe it's actually like November right now. Cannot believe
Quarter
that.
two.
Wow.
Basically, yeah.
2025. Hey, you're a great
Flew
one.
by.
Wow, you've been here.
Yeah, but how are you doing, Kunta? How's it going?
I'm good. I am always grateful to be up in the morning, as I usually say. I feel much better when I'm able to get up in the morning and catch the day. So feeling good, feeling excited for the day. How are you?
I'm good. Oh, I can feel the year's winding down, winding
Yeah.
up, but winding down. I
Doesn't
feel
that
like
just
the
happen?
year end is
And
always
people-
very bizarre.
Yeah. And
very
people, there's
busy.
this thing called the great lock-in that people are doing. And I'm like, the 5 a.m. club guys, the overachievers
You know
who
what,
just always want to
locking
give
in-
us challenges, 30-day challenges.
The early
You
birds
know,
that catch the
like-
worm. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I get why, like every time I wake up early and like whether I'm in the gym or going for a hike or whatever,
Yeah.
I get why morning people can be so insufferable and annoying.
Yeah.
Because you've lived a whole life.
Yeah, you have.
By like
right?
12.
By 10.
You've done a whole day.
Yeah, you really have.
You've done an
gone through
entire
so
thing.
much.
Yeah, you really
You've
have.
woken up,
So
you've
I
had
was like,
breakfast, you've sweated.
I get why y'all be a little bit
Yeah.
annoyed. I get it. I do get it.
Yeah.
Am I a morning person? No. But no, not anymore.
I love mornings. I don't know if I'm
Yeah.
a morning person. I'd love to be, but I love mornings. Yeah.
Maybe next lifetime.
Yeah. And you're so tired by 12, by 10.
Yeah.
By
For me,
12,
the
it's
12
like
is fine.
bedtime.
3 is when I'm like, oh, the energy's
Yeah.
going down.
Yeah, it's like after lunch. I remember talking to some creatives, and they were like, after lunch, I can't. Yeah, because they're stage actors. I can't perform. I can't drop into the role like after food, after a big fat meal, because I feel like it's also lunch. The lunch that we have contributes to
the
that.
itis of it.
Yeah.
The energy drop. And then you just do one
But
a
you
nap.
need that big fat lunch.
Yeah,
You
lunch
need
is
it.
great.
Lunch
I
is
love a big
wonderful.
lunch.
I
I
love
love
it.
lunch.
Yeah, I absolutely love a huge meal.
Yeah, but anyway, before we
Yes.
digress,
Yes.
okay, we're gonna do some regular things
Yeah,
and
we're
some new
gonna-
things.
Yes.
For the last
For the
thing.
last bit. Yeah. Yes.
Yeah, so we're gonna go back to our wonderful black stirring test
Yes.
and look at a movie.
Yeah.
And then we're gonna talk about our favorite finales.
Yeah.
Since this is our finale here.
Yeah.
But then we're also gonna start, as we always do, with content of the week.
My favorite part.
Yeah.
Do you want to go? Do you want to?
Either or.
Yeah.
Either or.
I don't mind going.
Yeah.
Walking, number one. Oh my gosh, walking is just, guys. Like I can't believe the basics eluded us at some point, or me. I mean, I used to walk, but now I can't go without walking, and it's such a. It almost feels like a therapy session every day that I can just like, obviously outside in nature, or in the external environment.
Jacarandas are out now.
Oh
It's
my
very pretty.
God! And my favorite color, purple, is just like spread and
Jacaranda.
scattered
Yeah.
and everywhere. I just love it so much. I love that too about Joburg. Apparently, we have more trees than Cape Town does. Yeah, apparently
Oh.
that was a whole project in Joburg to plant. We have about like 50 upwards of trees. Like,
That's
so
interesting.
we'll always, hype Joburg. I love this place so much. I'm so in love with Joburg.
Learned something so random about trees.
Yeah.
That we have too many. So apparently, female trees bear fruit. And male trees have the leaves and the whatever.
Yeah.
Correct me if I'm wrong, all the horticulture people.
Absolutely.
But
that makes sense though.
because they were supposed to be side by side, now we don't have fruit trees in the city, which is why we get a lot of pollen and a lot of sneezing and a lot of whatever. There's no balance in the trees.
The nature, the ecosystem.
So they only planted like one kind of trees, like more male trees in the
male
city.
trees, because don't I sneeze?
So
at
now
the same
everybody's
time?
like, everybody's sinuses are out of whack because
That's
the other
so-
trees would balance it.
Oh wow!
Apparently, and I was like, that's so interesting.
I love
There's
that
like an
little tree.
ecosystem to
There
everything.
is, dude.
I guess, yeah.
And it's just so also like interesting the fact that we are so integrally connected to nature. Like if nature is out of whack, we are
as
completely out of
well.
whack.
Yes,
We are nature. And yesterday I was sneezing like crazy. That's very true.
It really is that time of
the
year.
sneezes are
The
up.
change of season. You're just like,
I'm just like tacos. But yeah, love the walking. And this author that's been making the rounds on my algorithm, Ocean of Wang. I don't know if you.
what have they?
Probably
written?
they. That's very correct. That's a very intuitive.
Yeah, I didn't know if it's him here. So
has a book out called. I'm just trying to look for the name here. But he's really cool. He is I think a non-binary author. Just looking for the name of his book here. Quickly. I can't find it. But it's like a sort of a comment on sort of modern families. So I guess I'll try find the name and put it down on the comments, as they say. Ocean Vuong is the name, and he writes sort of postmodern community building, like different types of communities that we find ourselves in. And community's been such an interesting concept for me. Not concept, but concept trying to see if it is a reality, this year. And what community really means, intentional community, functional community, the families that we choose, the families that we are born into. And so he writes a lot about that in his latest fiction work that I need to get, is a family that is, that is made up of sort of different like adoptees and, sort of like this modern family vibe, where people who wouldn't have community come together and create that community. So he's an interesting guy for me. Very much. Just Aquarian in the sense that, you know, community building, but thinking very futuristic about relationships and, you know, community building. Yeah. I don't know how many times I've said community, but like, yeah, it's been something I've kind of dug into and impact, and what are my communities. Yeah, so that's my content.
That's very interesting,
Yeah.
because a lot of people have been, I guess, unpacking the idea of community and what that looks like today, because we don't necessarily have the village the way that we used to before. So
interesting.
It's been interesting, like from a sociological perspective, the conversations around community and what, I guess, social media has done to fracture that, what COVID has done
that as well
to that, you know? But then also just the idea of like building community is inconvenient.
Yeah.
In practice, and people don't want to be inconvenienced.
Yeah, that's the part,
so that's
right?
The weird thing. Yeah, and someone used like an example as simple as like picking someone up from the airport. They were like, it's not fun, it's not convenient, but like it's just like a thing that you do.
Yeah.
So definitely gonna look that up and read that.
Yeah, and it's just that thing. Someone said to me, a friend was also like, friendship or community is inconvenient. That's what it is. And I feel like that's more than friendship, but I think community is sort of a kind of friendship, a really important kind of friendship. But your community is not always your friend, you know, like the person who picks me up at the airport, who helps me out when I'm struggling financially or whatever, is not
who
always
helps you
a
move
friend.
House.
Who helps you move
None
house.
of that is fun.
Yeah, none of that, but that is for
it's
me,
like what you
that
do.
is a love language. So that is what I feel like that would be, you know, I don't know if I'm like more community, less friendship, because I also struggle with the definition and the ins and outs of friendship and the pageantry of it. I think community is such, I want to imagine it as something more grounded in that way, like family, you know, but then family, you know, family is on the other side, you know. Very odd concept as well. But yeah, very
definitely gonna look that up.
Something to sort of.
It sounds interesting. And you had me at fiction. I really struggle with nonfiction, so you had me at fiction.
Yeah. So it's fiction. It's absolutely fiction, and I know I'm putting it across as though it's like anthropological, like it's very, but it's fiction. It's characters that are fictionalized, and I think maybe autobiographical as well. So fiction, always absolutely love. Yeah. What's yours? What's your content?
Crazy? Oh my gosh, I feel like I've been very much all over the place. So the last book I read was called The Compound by I think Aisley Rowling. I think that's how you say her name, but. She wrote about, it's actually nuts. It's like Black Mirror meets Animal Farm meets Love Island.
Ooh, I love
it's Animal Farm. Nuts. There's actually like a quote from Animal Farm in the beginning.
Yeah.
So the whole premise is like there are 20 people who are in this reality TV show.
Okay.
And you follow the protagonist, who is Lily. This girl, everybody wakes up in this compound in the middle of the desert. She has to find the other girls, and then the guys come, and it's all the tropes of like you need to have a man in your bed every night, or you get eliminated and you get banished from this compound. But you don't know what happens to you. There are games and activities you have to participate in to get food, to get supplies, everything from like a door to like water to like so like they kind of know that they're in a show, because she'll talk about like the producers and like watching other seasons at home, and now like it's weird being here versus watching from home, and like
is it a book?
Just like it's a book. Wow. Yeah, so a really good take just on how we view reality TV, I guess. Exactly. And like just like I don't it was nuts. Kind of like psychological thrillery. Yeah, because some of the challenges, and just like they kind of push the morality of like how far people are willing to go just to get food, or just to like pass the challenge. So you have personal challenges that you have to
survival
do,
mentality.
and then you have group challenges. But then
Yeah.
even with the group challenges, everyone has to participate.
Yeah. And it's like group
By
dynamics
force,
now.
by fire.
Yeah.
So it's like everyone has to hold their breath underwater for 60 seconds and to get food. And if somebody can't, then
We
nobody
all
eats. So
lose
it's like,
food.
how do we continue? Yeah, it like pushes the line a lot. But it was really interesting. You win prizes, and like all these brands sponsor the prizes, and you have to thank the brand.
This is a
So
book.
it's like a nod to like influencer culture and whatever. I'm like, they could definitely make this a compelling series or movie.
Absolutely.
But it was a very cool
Wow.
book. Did definitely remind me of like that nosedive episode of Black Mirror.
Yes.
Yeah,
Black
and
Mirror
just
days, guys.
again Animal Farm, because it's like all
Yeah.
animals are equal,
Yeah,
but some more than others.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's
so-
the quote.
That was really cool. Really like, well, I haven't read anything like this. I don't think.
What genre is that? I guess?
I think they
is that?
frame
Is
it
it
as like
fiction?
definitely
Yeah,
fiction.
okay.
I think it's like psychological thriller.
Yeah. Okay.
but yeah.
Reality TV is so
Yeah, it's because it is like
Reality
you learn
reading.
about sociology and how
Reality
people
literature.
deal with each other, and even how like everyone who's there is beautiful and attractive, and they have to rate how attractive they are, and
Yeah.
like the person who's the least attractive has to go like,
Eyeball.
hey,
And you know,
hey, it's
reality
all of these
shows
things that people do
love
in the
to
shows.
poke the bear.
Yes,
To poke at
and
those
like you have to find your match.
insecurities. Yeah.
you know, very
get a
quickly and
man in your bed.
secure your match or you're gone type of a thing.
So it's like
Yeah.
desperation and time crunch.
Yeah.
Interesting.
And they kind of just left to their devices, and like the producers only step in if it's like near death, which is also like sometimes on the line
Yeah.
of near death.
Yeah. and
But
what
like
happens
how
before
much they'll
near
push for
death.
ratings.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
This is an interesting
But
book.
really, really compelling book.
What's it called
Yeah.
again?
The Compound.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So finished that.
Yeah.
Now I'm like, what to read next? Yeah. And then also I've been like listening to a lot of D'Angelo, to be honest.
You guys.
Because we lost a good one. So that's been like
That's been
yeah, it's
so
always very
grieving,
interesting
so grieving. Oh,
when
man,
like someone
yeah.
dies. I think because everyone
It is, right? Like a
acknowledges after, like,
musician.
oh my gosh, yeah, a musician
yeah,
especially,
yeah,
like
yeah.
everyone kind of realizes like, oh,
Or a
you were
popular
really
figure.
great, and like
right?
and you only almost like see the influence after. Sometimes you can see it at the time, but yeah,
It's
so like
very
it's
true.
very
It's
interesting.
So very true. That's the whole thing around give them their flowers while they're alive. But it's not
Yes.
always
It's not always the case.
yeah, it's not always
Not
really
always the
possible
case.
or natural even. I don't know.
Exactly.
You know, we just take for granted that D'Angelo's alive.
He's always gonna be here. Maybe
Until-
until
And I remember you texted me. I was like, no.
until.
Ways, I was so heartbroken.
Because I was
literally
like, what do you
cried.
mean?
I cried,
This is
dude.
like, and the thing is, you do cry because it feels so like
and that's
personal.
The thing, you
That's
know,
the
like,
thing with
that's the thing
musicians.
With
It's
with
so
your
weird.
with
They're
your
part
with
of our
beloved
lives.
figures. You're just like, oh my gosh, what? I didn't know you, but I did, and it just hurts, man. D'Angelo hurts so
Yeah.
much, dude.
It's so
D'Angelo
unexpected,
hurts.
also.
Yeah,
And then it was like cancer, so everyone was also like, oh,
and I mean, he wasn't really,
man.
yeah,
because he would be
why?
out of the spotlight for like long periods of time. you know?
right. And I
So
was thinking
everyone thought
about
like,
that,
oh, you know,
that's
he's gonna come
between
back and
Voodoo and Black Messiah.
That was like 12, 13
that
years. It was a huge
long,
gap.
long time, you know.
Yeah.
And he completely, like, he grew up and he evolved and he went through a lot.
Yeah.
through that, and, like, and he's got family. He's got about 3 kids, right?
Yeah. Oh, and the eldest son
Yeah, with
losing.
Andy
And it's like both of your
Both
parents
them.
in a
And
year.
that's so
Oof.
interesting, right?
Man.
Like, I always find it so interesting when mom and dad die, you know,
Oof,
because
I
that's
think
such a
it's-
trope. It happens.
It's horrible.
Like,
yeah.
Isn't it
Man.
so interesting that mom will die or dad will die, and months later dad will die or mom will die.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah.
Oof.
Yeah.
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 So people have obviously like now been sharing all this lovely footage
I
and the
just love
archives
that,
and
though. I
the
will be
interviews
sharing-
and the whatever
Yeah,
and like
right?
the
archival
demos of
material,
songs and
yeah,
like
the interviews.
piano version. There's like a not acoustic but like a piano version of Africa, whatever.
I think I saw
And I
all
was like,
sorts
oh my
of
gosh,
people
this is
doing
so,
all
like,
these tributes, these
and then
odes.
like old interviews and like of the Soulquarians, and then I was like,
Yes.
oh, let me listen to some of the Soulquarian albums
Yeah.
again. So I was
Yes,
also listening to
right.
Mama's Gun again,
Oh wow.
and like, yeah,
Yeah, and I saw
so bittersweet, man.
So sad.
but also what an impact for like 3 albums,
Yeah.
you know.
Albums, right? And all of them
Just
are
3.
just yeah. And there's just something about
move the needle.
D'Angelo's sound that he actually created.
Yeah,
He
nobody
created.
nobody
A
sounded
sort of
like him.
a genre
Marketable
completely,
neo soul thing
neo soul
between
that's also
him,
just like
Maxwell, and Lauryn Hill.
yes,
and
know,
Erica. Like nobody sounded like
Nobody
that. They had,
sounded
and
like
I'm like,
that, and it's
how
such
crazy
a huge
is it
influence. It's such a
that
huge influence.
they had to find another name for what they would do, what the 4 of them
Yeah.
were doing.
Yeah,
That's
hey?
kind of incredible.
Yeah, it is. It's
There
like
wasn't language to describe what they were doing.
and it's just
That's crazy.
and with D'Angelo, it's this conversation around how soulful, how black his music was, like how and you wonder what makes music black, but I think I think we know. I can't.
Yeah,
It's
you
that.
can't
You can't really put a
articulate.
but
Yeah.
it's this like. It's this groovy, funky thing that the six
Yeah.
this thing that
You could just
this danger, this thing that D'Angelo had, where and I mean, his aesthetic was also very. I mean, even Maxwell in there.
Yes.
Aesthetic is
they
always,
had like sex appeal,
the sex appeal. The like
it was very, or
rock
rather, like it
star.
felt deep, like it was very sensual.
Yeah,
feels like the better word.
You
There's like a level of sensuality that they all had.
Yeah.
Because it was never like crass.
Yeah.
And I suppose, and it's because it's interesting, because even when they would make sexy music,
because the line was thin, wasn't it?
the line it was.
I think he kind of fell off a little bit,
and that's where like he had his meltdown, which
line.
Fair, valid, because why are people throwing their underwear at you on stage?
Right, like when that came
valid,
out, I was like,
valid
oh my gosh.
to crash out about that.
Yeah. And to realize like how uncomfortable that all is, like to just be objectified.
No, he definitely was objectified for sure.
Like that.
For sure.
Yeah.
So it's like weird, even hearing
like. Yeah, but I think
for sure
it got crazy. It got a bit too much for him.
I mean, like they said they couldn't even make it halfway through. People would just want that song. Like they couldn't even make it through shows. It was crazy.
Fan culture can also just be. I mean, there's like places where fans, and in the past, where fans were just like mad people.
Yeah.
Mad people.
Like the stan culture really
the stan, right?
Was a thing.
Eminem,
because even when you think of where stan comes from. And every time I watch that music video, I'm like, this was crazy.
Yeah. Right?
This is insane.
Like, that's what
that somebody
do.
did
like,
this.
I feel like it's also so quintessentially American, like that kind of obsessive over the board,
it's very
like
scary.
Celebrity.
You're like a stalker at some
idolizing.
point.
Yeah, absolutely stalkering.
And you see it in Swarm and all kinds of things.
Yeah.
So what I found interesting about D'Angelo was they were talking to, forgetting the producer's name, but someone that he worked with for a long time, and they were asking like, did you guys ever hear what he was actually saying in his songs? And he was like, they would jokingly call it Debonics.
Okay.
And like they would
Debonics.
He would ask them like,
as in Ebonics,
but like D'Angelo's Ebonics.
Okay, nice.
So like
it was, right?
He would ask them like, can you guys hear what I'm saying? And they'd be like, no. But they realized that wasn't the point.
Yeah.
It ended up
matter.
Yeah. And with some people it's like about the feeling and not about what they're saying.
Yeah, that's me.
Because somebody was like, oh, actually like go back and read the lyrics of Black Messiah. And I did, and I was like, this is really beautiful songwriting.
All of them.
But like you can't, like half the time you're like, I'm catching some of it.
Yeah.
But not necessarily like intonation isn't always important. It's just like the feeling and the vibe,
and the delivery,
which I thought
like
was
the
interesting.
thing that
Yeah.
you're creating. And it's like interesting with music to be able to do that, because also same, like it's difficult for me to pick up lyrics. I would be the girl singing the wrong thing because it's just the
Which we all,
feeling.
yeah.
It's so like I'm just here for the song.
Mm.
And sometimes it's like, and then there's a whole thing these days where we're like, oh guys, but the songs that we were listening to, hey, what, like you'll say my name, you know, like cater to you, and
Cater
all
to
these
you
things.
is nuts.
It's nuts, bro.
Cater to you is crazy.
At like 13,
but you know what?
13.
Yes, we said I'll run your bath. What I mean, that song is crazy. Also, so funny, Kaylee, because they've been first of all, they've been doing the Boy Is Mine tour, which they have to bring to South Africa. That would be incredible.
And Brandy
yes, I would love if they brought that
hands.
here.
Absolutely.
They're like friends
Me
again.
too.
No, it would be wonderful. But they have like Kelly
Yeah.
Rowland is one of the people on as part of the tour.
Oh, nice.
And Manny Long and like a few. It's like a great tour.
Ooh,
Maya also stepped in. It's like a great tour. And Coco Jones and like just really really good
I love Coco
women in
Jones.
R&B, old school news, like really great.
Yeah.
So Kaylee then goes on stage and she's like, she's going to give us Destiny's Child tea. So everyone in the audience is like, what's the story? And she's like, yeah, guys, you know the song Girl? They were talking about me. And everyone was like, Kelly, we knew that. They were shouting at you.
Yeah.
In the
video, like the whole song is clearly.
They are screaming at you at the restaurant.
Yeah, yeah.
But it's funny because in her mind, she was like, oh my God, nobody knows.
Oh,
and
wow.
we're all like,
even the music video is like, even how the song is structured, even what she sings and what the girls are singing. It's like, girl, you don't have
leave
to
him
be
alone.
lying. Don't you be lying.
Don't you know that we love you?
Nam
I'm getting teary-eyed. But yes.
It's like this thing where your friends are literally like, just don't do this.
Don't do that.
You know he's weird.
Don't.
And you know when your friends
Beyonce
start
is screaming at her
you
at
about your
brunch.
bad-ass relationship. Those are tough times. Those are tough times, you know. Hey.
Yeah, it happens. No, but it was really funny that she was like, oh my God, nobody knows. And everyone was like,
we know.
We know.
We know.
But
and
yeah.
Even Girl is a bop.
Destiny Fulfilled is a perfect album. I'll never get over that album.
Listen.
What a great song.
I mean, the making of music, like, I don't know, like, it's like, there's a silliness to it, right?
Yeah.
But it's like, this song is so classic.
Yeah.
It's well compiled. It's like quality. The singing is outstanding. The harmonies.
Oh, the blends and their harmonies were incredible.
You know.
They had some of the best, which for me,
and
like,
the histrionics.
Lost
guys,
art,
I love histrionics,
yes.
I have to say.
And
I really love a good history.
What's a lost art is like people just being able to sing and rap to a degree just right off the bat.
Yeah, no, that's like songwriting.
They would be interviewed and they'd be like, give us a little something.
Right off the bat.
And they would just breaking the harmony.
To musicians.
Yeah, they just
sing.
Give us a little something.
You'd have to.
And you'd have to do the thing, live.
Like,
and now, and it's so interesting now that like, even when people do interviews and it's like, give us a 16 bars. Now people are like, no, I don't want to do that.
Yeah, people say
so
that.
Interesting. Yeah, people say no now.
Yeah, I hate
which is super interesting. I'm like, interesting times.
Yeah.
Have many thoughts, but interesting times.
Because I mean, you also, you think of Summer and them who are just like so not generous in their, their expression. Like, we know she sings music. You know what I mean? Like,
that's such a political way to put it. That's such a politically correct way to put it.
Because we grew up with like your Lauren Hill's just like in interviews singing. I mean, Zami Lediga sang for us, guys. Like,
people.
You don't have to do it. But it's like.
But it's weird that people genuinely are like, no.
Are like, please no, don't do that. Like, just because I'm a musician, don't ask me to. But
this is not a formal place.
Yeah.
I'm like,
okay. I guess those are the politics, I guess, of being a celebrity.
But for me, I'm like, it's such an easy way to show off your chops. It's easy.
Yeah, like, sing what you just sang yesterday, like
Just
at rehearsal,
give a
like
little-
just give us
A line. Then everyone goes, ooh, and then it's done.
and then it's done.
Yeah.
It's just like 5 seconds, but hey,
Hey.
yeah,
But yeah.
we are in that generation. We are with the 2Ks where it's like, consent.
Oh,
there's a label
have you seen
for
the
every
1K?
I love the 1K chat. And I think the movie we're going into
That's
is
so perfect.
quintessentially 1K.
The 1K thing
That's
is
a
so
1K
funny.
movie. Like,
the
I love
1K
the
thing is so
1K.
funny.
I love 1K because people
Well
are
done.
like,
No, truly, it's I am
It
so
exists.
tickled. I'm so
it exists,
tickled.
and I
by
feel
the
like
1K.
it's millennials. It's millennials.
No, 1K
slash
is everybody.
Okay.
So people kept being like, are they talking about us? Are we 1K? They were like, everyone who was born in a year that starts with a 1.
It is
1K.
right. It is.
So they're
It
talking
is.
about everyone from boomers to millennials.
It is.
Everybody.
It is. It
It's
is.
about
It is. It
everybody.
is. You guys are busy here with TKZ. Yeah.
People are busy with TKs.
Yeah, there was these videos because there was this there was the festival with like a show this weekend.
what was that? I saw
Sounds of the Cradle with
Ah,
Kanye Experience
yes, I
and
saw
TKZ
that.
and Kulichana and
They
Ken
came-
Zero.
Oh, I love Kulichana.
Quintessentially 1K, completely.
Oh, yeah.
The memes were like, listen, the millennials and the boomer grannies are out there with their 4 cousins.
Not
Right?
more cousins. No, but like there's
You
certain
know?
things that really are coded because even think of the crowd and and a lot of people made videos about this. The crowd of people that were at 340 mils.
1K.
That was 1K.
Listen, 1K core.
Everyone was like,
Core.
Like, like
Singing along to the whole, like,
after
what do you mean
midnight
the volume?
traffic. Yeah, like people are, yeah.
Hey guys, like, absolutely.
Yeah,
Okay.
but as you said, the movie is 1K.
It
so let's
absolutely
get
is.
into-
Yo.
Let's get into that.
Yes. Finally, guys, we are looking at it's Sabbatical, right? It's
Yes.
not the Sabbatical.
It's Sabbatical. Yes.
Yes. Sabbatical, written and directed by Karabo Lediga.
Yes.
Proudly South African movie, based in Pitori Mahlanyeng.
I know. Come
Yo.
on, Pretours.
Pretoria?
That was cool.
Yeah,
I love
really.
Pretoria.
Yeah, Pretoria is great. Pretoria is a different world,
I mean, the thing is, it is, but it's not.
I mean,
I feel like
is,
Joburg
but
people
it is,
slander
yeah.
Pretoria in a very weird way.
I mean, I wouldn't say slander. I wouldn't, because we get slander as well as Joburgers, I just think it's a different world. Just like Cape Town, just like Durban, it's just a different world. Wouldn't you say
Sure.
Joburg is a different world as a Pretoria person? Or someone who has
yes.
Pretoria history?
Yes.
It's a different
yes
world.
and no.
Like, yeah, there's a pretentiousness to this place as well.
Oh, it's Johannesburg. Oh, yeah, absolutely. People
Yeah.
ask, what do you do? Very quickly in Joburg.
Dude, my worst
Yeah.
question. I hate
What
that
do you
question.
do?
So what do you do?
Yeah.
But yeah, Pretoria's fun. Pretoria's got
Pretoria
it.
is so
Because
fun.
we have to, like, there's
I would
Pretoria
like to
music, there's
say-
Pretoria house,
Yeah.
there's a
speak of-
lingo.
I want to say,
Listen.
for the record, Pretoria also has better food and restaurants than
Yeah, no.
Johannesburg.
And better, there's this expanse. I feel like Pretoria is slightly bigger than Johannesburg, in a sense. It is,
could
right?
be.
I don't know.
I have no idea. I haven't done
I've
geography for a
But I've
long
always
time.
thought, like,
I loved geography.
Pretoria
though,
makes
but
me
yes.
feel like I'm out in the, like...
Also, yeah, like, I think, like, Pretoria, it's less concrete jungle.
Yes, exactly that.
So,
and the
it might
degree
give
is
that.
2 or 5.
No, those 2-3
between two-
degrees.
they make
okay,
a
but then-
difference.
okay, in summer, fighting for your life.
know.
Whoa,
Right?
whoa. But I will
But I
say,
will always choose heat over
I
cold.
like that, like, Pretoria can be as chilled as you want it to be, but as cantankerous as you want
Yeah,
it to
like
be
that's the
also.
part. I'm always like, Pretoria's chill
Whereas
to
in
me, but
Joburg
like,
is
there's a
just-
craziness, eh?
Yeah.
There's a craziness, like,
You can,
subtle-
you can,
where you're like, oh, and this
You know,
movie
yes, just brought
minds
all of
the
that.
craziness.
So the Sabbatical,
Yes.
it's Clementine.
yes, oh my gosh, like
Mosimane
star-studded.
and Mona
Oh my goodness.
Monyane.
Yes,
So good. So it's a mother-daughter duo.
Yes,
It is Lesego Tao. She's like an investment banker.
she is.
And then
Also moved to Joburg.
Sister, Mam
Yeah,
Doris is
played by Clementine. Yes.
And they have great chemistry. You see their
They
mother-daughter
do.
relationship in its ups and in its downs,
in its complications.
I love that. They really stressed the complications.
Yeah.
So they clearly haven't seen each other in a long time.
Yes.
And Lisego comes home seemingly after a bad night. She's like not grand. She wakes up hanging like a tut. She's like thrown up. She's like, it's just like super messy.
Yeah.
And then you find out that like something has happened.
Yeah.
And you're kind of trying to pinpoint what it is, but like there's trouble at work.
Yeah.
She
something
hasn't been home
like
in a while. Yeah, and they only resolve it like halfway through. But she's being investigated, but you're not really sure for what. Yeah. But she's home and she's kind of like laying low at home trying to figure herself out.
Yeah.
And
it's like it's this this kind of trope, I guess, of or this real life experience of, I guess, somebody who you know, when you mabatuile, angazi how to put it, but like she kind of falls from grace. Yes, it's a bit of a fall from grace, and we meet her when she's like, when you go home, you're like, listen, I need to, and I mean, a lot of people have needed to pack
just
it up, go back home, you know.
Yeah.
Start from scratch. She has gone back home.
Oh, also her mom has never been to her home. So her family hasn't visited her. So there was also that in the like,
their relationship is
there was like some hiding,
there was some secrecy
going on and some secrecy,
some avoidance, you know, like their relationship.
On both sides.
Yes, absolutely. Their relationship is not, and I think it's also quite like truth. There's such an insight there where their relationship, you would I mean, the Mother's Day, you know, expectation of a relationship between a mother and a daughter is that there's love, but usually it's tough. Usually it's complicated, and you can see that they can't really talk to each other. Mother's a little overbearing. She's very overbearing and controlling. And she's like that, like kind of like yo batu batlareng.
Yo,
vibe.
Hey, heavy on the batu batlareng. Heavy on. And I think she even asks her, but they actually she says that directly. Reveals,
yes, you know,
and she's like, "What are people
like? My name, my
and she's like, "Is that what you care about?"
Okay. And our parents, man, they are heavy on that.
Yeah.
Ooh, they are heavy
so I think there were a lot of truth. There was also I guess you could tell the whole have and have nots thing that we like to do. The having to make it, or like rather the trope around like wanting to make it out the hood.
Yes,
and like making it out and never looking back.
Yeah,
never going home.
That's the thing.
Never wanting to visit. And you see that even in
very much this
the neighbor's daughter, Utuli,
yeah.
and how she's like, I don't want to be here.
Yeah.
I want to study somewhere else. I want to be guided by our Lisego because she made it out. And I also want to make it out. I don't want to end up here.
Yes.
So you can also feel the undertones of that in different characters. I need to
get out of here. And that's a very real attitude. It's like, you want to get out of the hood. You don't want to be in the hood. Because also, like, there's something about that, you know, and I love how history always has a part to play in it, because the hood, or, you know, the places that Black people we come from, are not always conducive, right? Like there's not.
I mean, they were designed not to be.
They were designed that way to kind of break your spirit. Like there's no trees, the streets are small, there's no
like
space.
Fresh food
we're on top of each other. Overpopulation. Yes, fresh food.
Like there were a lot of
the quality of life
designed.
Exactly, the quality of life
like
is
that. Yeah.
So you can't really blame people for wanting to leave, but it becomes a bit of an epidemic, you know, and an illusion, because we always
you think
go
the grass
home,
is greener
like
the other side.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
There also is that where the grass isn't necessarily always so green on the other side in Joburg.
And there was the whole like home is in Pretoria.
Yeah.
And then you made it and have this important job in Joburg.
You have this mansion.
And you have
Soho,
this
apartment.
She had a giant apartment. I didn't.
Apartment.
And I love that they only showed the house
at the end,
at the end. Because it was, like, there were a lot of things that was a mystery. You have Loiso Gola, who was the investigator.
Who was the detective, yes.
He was the detective, the PI detective.
Yes.
Who was kind of going everywhere to work, and you get a sense that her boss, Bryce, throws her under the bus.
Yeah, because he disappears. Because
he goes on holiday with his family. He's in Crete with his family.
Yeah.
And you just, there's like a weird tension through the film because you're like, oh, she's going to get found out. And then you also have like the very playful, humorous thing of being an adult in your mother's house.
Woo!
And having to like go back to those rules, and you see her smoking kodi
and the alarm going
off because she's trying to sneak out. And the mom, Kenneth Mashava.
Yes, Kenneth.
Who was okay, but also
Darlington.
Even that.
Yes, the fact that
she was the uncle, but now not uncle, now your boyfriend. It's now your boyfriend. It's now your boyfriend.
Yeah.
And then I just want to talk about mom.
I do want to talk about mom's character, like she is so controlled, she's so curated, her whole thing. And of course, like even the fact that her daughter is coming home is disrupting her life.
100%.
Because there's something about our parents when we leave home, they get their groove back. They get back to being girl. I am Austo.
Our moms are actually just girls.
They really are.
And they be forgetting that they are just girls. Dude, and half the time I'm like,
they're just girlies, dude.
Come on, you're
with
just
their weird, ideas of things, and she gets her. And I mean that happens.
She got her groove back. Actually,
there's a weird thing where also when the husband died, I'm imagining the dad is out of the picture, has died.
Yeah,
where the uncle, like black families do this, where they're like, so uncle, and I think it's also got to do with part of the lobola situation where.
Oh, because there is that cultural thing as well.
Yeah, the cultural.
What is that
feature.
movie? That Jolo movie explored that in one of them Jolo movies where they explored that where like the brother ended up having to marry the wife. The late brother's wife.
So that's a thing that happens.
It can be a cultural thing. Sometimes it's not a cultural thing and it still happens.
Yeah, because this doesn't quite look like it's a cultural thing. It just looks like, hey, me and you are here.
And they were comfortable enough to have their TV schedule and
listen, and you're here disrupting our life. He reluctantly
packed his bags and was like, okay, I guess go home for the week.
Yeah, because you haven't told her.
And not be with my squeezer.
Yeah,
when are you going to tell her,
with my...
When are you going to tell her? Because he was also like, oh, this is annoying.
Yeah, because I'm grown.
Which is fine because the both of them, everybody's grown. So it's like you can't tell her.
Grown,
so that was also weird, right? Because it's like you can't tell her that you're seeing somebody.
Right.
Because you're grown.
Also that dynamic between parents.
It's a weird, and I'll never understand where that dynamic comes from.
Yeah. I mean, parents
from like the parent side.
Yeah. They'll never
I guess it was like a don't ask, don't tell. Because it's like, I mean, if you guys are widowed or even divorced, like it's really fine.
Yeah,
like,
it's fine.
Everybody's grown.
Yeah. Can you?
We're not gonna be like, he's not my dad. Like, come on. Like everybody's grown up.
You know what? Let me say about that. It is sensitive because also as much as parents struggle to see their grown children as grown-ups, grown children struggle to see their parents as people.
That's true.
So it's like it's not as easy to hear that mom's dating now, and but what about dad? Dad is dead. But no, so there's a bit of a it's sensitive. It's a sensitive issue and it is awkward even as an adult, but still it's like, she moves on with her life.
Which she's allowed to do.
Which she is absolutely allowed to do.
She's completely,
and she makes it very clear that this is her house and she's like,
Hey, one thing they will do is make it clear.
She walks inside she doesn't knock. This is my house, and that's like...
Peak black moms.
My mom would barge in.
Oh yeah, they love
and it's like it's not even the opening of the door to be. It's like
no, it really
even
is
even when she's like bathing in
don't
the toilet.
You knock. Don't you knock. And you really do cover yourself like there's a weird shyness. Yeah, but I mean, there were a lot of things that were comical, like even the clothes that her mom gave her to wear. I was like, oh man,
what is this?
And the wig. She was like, "Do you want the scene when she holds out the duk and the wig?" She's like, "You can take either one." And
She's like,
Give me
not
the
this
duk,
week
it's
because
fine.
mom also
Give me the
wears the
scarf.
Rohana. Kunje babies
Our
and
moms
the
love
razor
that
cuts.
razor cut
little-
wig. Black moms, that hairstyle was iconic. For black moms,
Guys,
that hairstyle has stood the test
right?
of time. I'm sorry.
The razor cut.
'Cause it was
it's
very-
amazing. It's crazy.
It
It's
was
a
very
crazy,
like Felicia Mebuza.
Yes, right.
Oprah coded.
Yes,
They
Oprah
all
coded.
had
They
that
all had that
wig.
and it had a flip at some point.
Yes, so there was the one with the flip, and then there's the one
And
that
then
was
there's
just a
the one,
razor.
yeah,
Oh
you
yeah,
know.
no, they all had it.
I
They all
love it
had
though. I love that nod to old school wig
down.
culture,
Yeah.
black culture,
Which is
and
so
hairstyling. You know,
it's so funny because we're going back into wigs, so I find it
Yes,
so funny that like
absolutely, right?
we used to be like, oh my god, wigs, and now everybody's
there was
wearing
a time
wigs.
where we were
I
like,
mean,
"Oh my gosh, are you wearing a wig?"
Yeah.
And I think back then it was like not made so clear that these are wigs. These days it's
yeah,
like,
you just didn't
girl,
know.
I'm
Now
in a
people
wig,
are
we're
like,
wigging it
even
up.
I'm like, I'm in a
you know,
wig.
yeah, you know, and
It's
it's
still
like
my
actually
hair.
really
Yeah.
cool, you know, these days.
Yeah.
But back then it was like, no, people don't need to know. This is not my hair.
But also there was like the wig and there was the weave, and like sometimes you wouldn't know which was which.
Yes. Because
And I feel like even now, you know what? I really do love the mystery around black women's hair.
yeah, right.
I like that people don't know. It's like if you know, you
Veil.
know.
Yeah, if you
There's
know,
a veil.
you know.
We'll always look
If you're
good.
in, yeah.
But
You
like
don't
nobody's
have
gonna
to
know how it comes together.
Yeah. And I mean, even extensions. Like I think
Yeah.
it's also such a
Like you-
such a
You're not gonna know.
a feminine, a divine feminine vibe where also white women also wear extensions.
They
guys.
do. And we don't talk about that.
yeah,
but
we
they
don't
do.
talk about that.
Oh, even yesterday I was saying one thing South African women believe in ipondo.
yes, sis, Lily. You.
Oh, we believe in ipondo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
iconic.
Yeah.
It's iconic.
Yeah.
Dude. The pondo. There's
Yeah.
slick
back.
Yeah, the slick back.
Pondo.
Pondo's wonderful. And I mean,
Yeah.
black hairstyles. Come
So
on.
fun.
Beautiful.
So fun. So I also love the scene where also it was directed beautifully.
It really was,
was
right?
directed
And it
really,
was
really
it's
well.
a bit of, it's got that art house feeling as well.
Yes, it does. The cinematography was really great.
Yeah.
The scene, I love that they had a hair scene sequence in that.
Yes.
So
where
Koketso, who was the
she's-
neighbor,
Yes, who was the neighbor, yes.
who's a hairstylist, who
Yeah,
was like,
you
yo, Chome,
know.
I'll sort out your hair because what is going
What is going
on?
on?
And she was like, it's fine, I'm going back home
Yeah.
soon. What? I feel like she was also in denial for half of the movie.
Yeah.
That what was happening to her was happening to her. Because she
her.
avoided the phone calls.
She
She
did.
very, very much like burying your head in the sand. Like, I don't
Running
want to deal
away
with
from
this.
it.
Yeah, so I love
And I
when she's
mean-
like, oh, I'm going to give you a new hairstyle. And they dye her hair like purple.
and she's like, I want something different, you know.
It was different. It actually looked really cool.
Yeah, it did. Like that. It
Yeah.
reminded me of the days when we is it Auburn? Do you remember that maroonish hair
Yes.
color? That was a thing back then.
Yeah.
Like
It's almost
that
the color of your
reddish-
glasses.
Yeah, actually. And your top, I think. Yeah,
Yeah, like that's,
that
Yeah.
reddish.
I like-
Loved it. There was a
yes.
period when it was like popping.
yeah.
And she does her hair that way, and she's like, you know, and I love the thing with, and it's such an intimate
Like a
moment,
makeover scene,
man. Yeah.
almost. Yeah.
When your hairstylist or when anyone is touching your hair, doing your hair, it's actually quite intimate. And she's
Yeah.
like, "Can I get a drink? You know, can we?"
Oh, she
can
was
we
going
have
through
a-"
it. Also, you know what?
Girl,
That scene,
Lesego
I
was going through it.
wondered
Lesego
what
is
her
such a-
plan was because
Untidy drunk.
she's a very untidy drunk. Yeah, she's very untidy. From beginning to end of that movie, she's a very
How
untidy
are you
drunk.
delivered
Awa.
at the Skontiri pavement here at home? Lying there like that. I was just like, wow.
But a part of
girl.
me is like, and they don't say who. I don't know if it was the young boys who delivered her.
yeah.
And I like that there was like, oh, is this danger? And then it was like,
Then
they
it
just
wasn't.
YNs.
I loved
They just
that. I
YNs.
loved that. And that
They
made
had
me
that
think,
concoction
though.
in the 2 liter.
Yeah.
They were just
Oof, and
like,
she was like,
oh no, maybe Sissy can give us advice on like
Yeah.
dating women and whatever.
I thought it was so cute.
Yeah, and even they were like, slow down, girl. Like, why are you
You
chugging
know?
it? What's going?
Hey, that
I love that everybody. They showed that everybody could see that she's like not okay.
Yeah. She was. Yeah.
She's not okay.
Yeah, she's not okay. She's not okay.
Yeah.
And then Tuli, who is the neighbor's
Koketso's
daughter,
daughter, yeah.
Koketso's daughter, really wanting to get out of the hood, like really
Really
just having this
idolized her,
ambitious,
yeah.
I love how she's like, I'm 17, fam, and I'm like, oh, it's just so interesting.
The youth.
The youth to actually even be on the side where I'm like, oh wow, to be 17 is so cool. Hey, they're just like so cool and intimidating.
Yeah,
You're
but
just like,
even the jokes which everybody does around like, oh my God, you're like 11. She was like, dude, I'm 17.
Yeah. And it was always a thing.
And older
where
people would always do that.
No, I'm actually older than that.
Then
I'm
you
15
think you're
and a half.
you were small. I used to be.
Right.
Because also we must talk about the tigeresses.
Please, the mighty tigresses. And just that trope, that Stockfell
The
society trope that
they love a pyramid scheme. They always get.
Why is that?
The money always disappears somewhere, somehow.
Hey, through pyramid schemes.
And they wanted to go to
guys,
Thailand.
They really target societies. Hey, they really do. Hey.
So they wanted to go to Thailand.
Yes, they did.
As a little girls trip.
Yes,
they wanted to do a girls trip and go to Thailand. Excuse me.
With their Stockfell savings. They're like, come on, let's do this.
And the fact that nobody really investigated. And even Lucejo said, oh, don't do it. This feels
And they'd already done it.
Yeah. They'd already done it. Already
thrown. And one of the mighty tigresses like, no, we want to invest it. We want to invest the money, but everyone wants to go to Thailand. And I get it,
Which is also so interesting because it's like, surely you should split the money and do both of those things.
It's interesting what you can do with Stockfell. I love a Stockfell.
Because I get wanting to invest because that's like long term.
Yes, let's
and then
money.
Holidays like short term.
Yeah,
enjoyment.
Yeah, enjoy
so
the
I'm
money.
like, they should have at least tried to find some kind of balance.
Yeah.
I don't think it should have been either or.
Yeah.
Because now I'm like, oh, well, you guys shot yourselves in the foot. Because if you did invest it, then the money wouldn't have been.
Yeah, I wonder how much
stolen.
it was though. Then
it was
if
probably quite a bit, to be honest.
For it to tank.
Because you put like month by month. So I'm like, I'm sure it was a lot.
I love a Stockfell. That's why I love a Stockfell. And I really like, they're really important. And I love the fact that also there's such a female territory as well, that women are always out to make money. That's actually really a reality. Women are more interested in monetizing and getting that money because being a lady is high maintenance and we are expensive and we have expensive taste,
because remember it was Stockfell, but then it was also the Tupperware era, the Avon era.
Yes, the Avon era, babe.
And
so
Tupperware,
our aunties
it was like
were
a whole
selling
thing.
were selling bags, selling perfumes, selling
Tupperware,
Avon was like Tupperware. And I love the nod to the Tupperware when mom gets to her place. And the fridge is full of has nothing in it but
alcohol.
booze.
Yeah, and she
put the Tupperware, because Tupperwares are they're also ridiculously expensive. Tupperwares
but
it's
so long lasting.
They really are.
And
quality.
Again, this
in
is
that
not
microwave.
A paid ad for Tupperware, but it's so good.
Tupperwares are good.
Goated.
They really are. Truly.
So what's interesting
she also sells linen and all sorts of things, like always
cleaning
up to
concoction,
make that money.
And she was
hustling.
Like, it's 400 rand for a king set. Woolworths, it's double this price.
Nahana. And it's what it is. Sell it in your office, sell it. And it's like,
sell the linen, sister. Yeah, I don't know, super contentious. We also had the woman she worked with, I think it was Khomoto or something.
Khomoto, the receptionist.
Who would, again, buy clothes in social.
Yes, in social.
And then sell it as Gucci.
Yeah, sell it on Facebook.
Facebook
at a
Marketplace.
At a price, something that always happens.
Which always happens, yeah.
And I absolutely love, also just it feels like such a love letter to Pretoria also, but that culture, that South African culture, so familiar, the kind of small street town vibe where we get all our things, all our little things like for cheap at town, at town where you can get literally there's nothing that you can't get in town. There's nothing.
And it's funny because she found the outfit she was wearing in Greece.
Exactly.
That was funny. The one in the button. And she was like,
seriously, there's a counterfeit version of everything.
100%.
That's why I'm just like, oh my gosh, fashion is, it's this and that. But if there's a counterfeit version, what is,
And the thing is, if you style it well, if you wear it well, nobody's going to know.
Nobody's going to know. This is the secret. This is the kind of, I don't know if it's secrecy, but just like discretion.
Yeah, and it's always just like looking good matters more than the label.
Yeah, more than the label. And also like economically black women aren't. Yeah. Also. Yeah.
So it never actually really matters.
Yeah.
But what I found interesting is that Khomoto made me realize, and you realize at different parts of the movie, because Khomoto's like, you wouldn't even greet.
Yeah.
And you wouldn't even let me call you by your name.
Yeah.
You said I must call you Miss Dao, and now you want my help.
Now you want my help.
And I was like, oh, Lesego is kind of a terrible person.
Yeah. Oh.
She's not a good person.
She's not. You move.
Even though she's not. And at several points of the movie, I was like, oh.
There were moments, even
you pick yourself every time.
She does.
Which is quite rough. Because you could see from even when the investigator went to chat to the friend at the restaurant, and the friend is like, haven't spoken to her in ages. And then she called me asking for money.
Asking
so
for
there
money.
was that. We haven't spoken in a while, so there's that.
Yeah.
Then there was what Khomoto said.
Yes. Then there was
what she did to get to at the party, because it's like she asked you to watch. First of all, she gave you a whole makeover. She gave you all the wine.
She helped your ass out. She gave you wine. She gave you an alcohol.
She gave you a cute ass outfit also.
She let you.
She took you. She's like, let's clearly you're going through something. Let's take your mind off this. Let's go out. I have a gig. And then she told her, I'm nervous about the gig. I'm nervous about this gig. I need your support. And then she also says, please watch the bag. What does she do? She leaves the bag to go talk to her high school sweetheart. And then she doesn't even say, she just disappeared. I was like, you're that friend.
You're that friend that I can't stand. You're that friend that I can't stand. And I do want to say, I want to bring in my favorite girly astrology, because earth placements are good at being reliable friends, but it is always your water placement or your fire placement friend who is going to disappear on you. And I hated those friendships where I'm like, I need to go with a friend that I know we're together. If you're coming, because I'm not gonna just go with you, because you're gonna ditch me.
Risk.
You're gonna do that. And she left.
And there were those people who would just ditch.
She left to go have sex.
And I'm like, you didn't even. First of all, you left her bag there. There were important things in the bag. I asked you to just watch. And for me, I'm like, it would have been better if she took the bag with her. But the fact that she left everything, left the bag, left the DJ station unattended. I can't
forgive that.
She's pouring alcohol by all the electronic
equipment. You're wearing my clothes.
You're not even. Also, even the friends who were so excited to see her, she just dished everybody.
She dished everybody.
She was like, I'll be back. And then beeline. And I don't know if in her head she was like, this is where I'll sleep tonight because I've been kicked out of the house.
Oh, at the guy at Matumi's,
And I'm like, instead of just asking Koketo, like, hey, can I crash on your couch?
Yeah.
You would rather devise this chaotic
I do want to talk about, she's a mess.
Terrible to him also.
Right. She is.
She's not a good person.
1 minute man situation, 1 minute woman man. I don't know what that was. I was like, and the Pretoria house that was happening in the background.
Because he was also like, I stay in the back room. Like, I don't stay in the mansion. I stay in the back. And you could tell that he was like
disappointed,
embarrassed.
Yeah. Was he embarrassed or was she embarrassed?
I think they were both embarrassed.
Okay.
So I think,
she's not a good
he brought up the metric dance thing. But even his story, because he was like, at the metric dance, you ditched me, you hung out with your other friends, and you kind of like, you invited me as your date and you left me hanging.
Yeah.
And that wasn't nice. Yeah. I'm over it now, but I just want you to know.
I loved that moment. I was like, I love the fact that he's like confronting her right now, calling her out.
Hey, that you can Yes,
did
we
that
are
to
cool
me
as adults,
for
but
my
you also
matric
did this
dance
thing
at the time.
and I came as your date.
Yeah,
and it
like,
was
that's
always
trash.
contentious
That's
matric
very
dances,
trash.
like having dates from other schools, because
Yes.
you know, like
And
they
I mean
don't
that
know
it's a
anybody.
very
They only
stressful
know
period.
you know,
Yeah.
and you're kind of like it's tough. So I'm glad that he brought that up. But then
Same.
again, it's like, oh, history is repeating itself. And because for me, I'm like, the fact that he had to make a disclaimer of like, I don't stay in a mansion.
Yeah.
I'm
She's
trying.
like-
I'm trying to get my life together.
She's
And you
looking up and
judging
down.
McGee.
So judgy.
Okay, I do want to say I did judge the state of that place. I said you didn't even make the bed, brother.
Yeah.
There's
Some people don't
laundry
make their beds. Hey,
everywhere.
can you
Please
believe
make
that?
the
Can you
bed.
believe that? My mom
Listen
would
to
be
your mom.
rolling in
Make
her
the
grave.
bed.
I can't even
make
believe
the
it.
bed. And I'd always roll my eyes at my mom being like, yeah, I make
Yeah,
the bed.
yeah,
And
yeah.
I'd be like,
no,
ugh.
you'd have to do it.
But
Now,
it
you
makes
know,
such a huge difference
yes,
making
it
the bed.
is. You have to.
Even
I
if the
actually
rest
can't
of the
believe that
room is
there are
cluttered.
people. Yeah.
Making
It
the
makes
bed makes
such a
it
huge
makes a huge
difference.
difference. It makes a huge difference. Also for me, like as an adult, I'm like the thought of getting into an unmade bed
It's disgusting.
after
It's always
having a
been
whole
disgusting.
day. I'm like, oh,
It's
bro,
always
come
been
on.
disgusting.
Because now I'm like, okay, now you have a house guest. You want her to get in that bed
That you were like- That you were dreaming on. You
their
didn't
clothes all
air
over the
it
bed.
out. Yeah.
There's like, I was just like, oh,
But that's also like
That's a bit
boy
rough and
behavior, right?
tumble.
Sometimes boys can be so
so we
untight.
need to unnormalize that.
We do,
You
hey.
are wow.
Oh, we do. We do need to unnormalize the dishes in the. But sometimes I think with the cleaning, you know, because also sister's houses, you know, mom's house was
Very-
always spick and span.
Also the humor
with
of
the
like
doilies.
your mom is about to come. You need to clean. the quick rapid fire, like just gonna quickly tidy up.
Because the dishes would always be an issue.
Yeah.
The dishes. I remember my mom was just like,
Yeah.
she would lose her top off the dishes. It would be war.
If it's not the dishes, it's like
the dust.
yeah,
you know,
like it would. It's the chicken that you forgot to take out, the meat that you forgot to take out,
that was bad.
and then
If you forgot to do that, you were very much in trouble,
Yeah.
my girl.
and then also it
Because
was
what
like,
are we
okay,
eating tonight?
you guys want to be playing with the hose pipe and being in the pool doing summertime, and then you're gonna just walk in the house with your
with
little drip drop costume,
who must clean that?
mess.
Who must clean that?
which I'm like, oh, shame, okay,
and it's
I
also
get
just
it, I
like, but
get
the
it.
innocence
Like, oh,
of
we
just
just
being a
wanna- we just
child.
wanna have
And
fun,
you would
come
go
on.
to your white friend's place, and they're just like, you know, just running around with their pigtails, and
Oh,
they're
yeah,
just
no.
like the house. Mom's just like chilled, but black mom is like,
I'm not
listen,
told.
no.
No,
The answer is no.
no.
You know, she
Don't
even-
just be running around
But
the
there's
house.
there's
either.
also the what do you call it? Uksecha.
Yes.
You
Yes,
know,
yeah.
they both do it.
Yeah,
they both do it. Where
which
you're
is
like,
also funny. that they
yeah,
both
you
do
know,
it.
yeah, because
Because they both like,
looks-
why are you in my
they're both
business?"
very much the same, you know. And there's this
Yeah.
reference to them, everyone being like,
You guys are like
twins,
twins. Yes.
twins.
I think especially
mirror
'cause
each other a
they
lot.
wear the pink.
Yeah, the pink
Tracksuits.
the pink thingy. Bob.
And there's so many childlike things. Like even when the Stockville ladies come and she's like, God, I just stay in my room. I don't want to do that.
And mom's like, this is what you need to wear. And she's like, I'm
and
not
she's
wearing
still
that.
like, no, you're gonna force me
No.
to come out, but I'm not gonna change it.
No.
to the
No.
outfit.
And it was always that kind of
This is when they make you
argument.
dance for the for
Dude,
the
and they
adults.
spin you around
And they feel
and
like,
they turn you into. So now she
you're
must
the
come
entertainment. Yeah.
and advise the mighty tigresses. I also just love that like even in that Stockfell situation, because it comes out in the end that mom kind of scammed them. They're the same person, man. They're the same person. They literally are the same person.
Is that the end?
Like, I love this
Horrible.
ending. I love where she's like, I'm like, I was Chung. When everyone was like, you know,
Oh no.
the money's
We
gone,
lost the
we lost the money.
money.
And she's like, oh, you know, start afresh. She has these quotes also. She has these like quotes that she throws out where she's like, wow, Ausdo is like, she's a mastermind. Hey.
yes,
She's hey.
And she was just like, no, but remember when I said I'd make a
Yeah.
plan?
I did.
I made a plan. Also,
I
what
did.
did you think about what did you think about her reaction to visiting Lesego's house? Because she threw up.
Yeah.
And
She
I was
did
like,
at
I
the
don't know
art.
if she threw up because of the art,
Yeah.
because of the
Or why?
little nasty ass bin.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah,
That
because
was
the
the
bin
only thing
was
where I was
nasty.
like,
Yeah, and she was looking around. Again, I just want to... Their relationship was very complicated. Didn't feel very warm. It was actually quite cold.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you know what I found
So
very
I wasn't
cold?
even...
When they do find her on in the driveway.
Yeah.
And everyone is like, is she dead? Is she okay? Whatever.
Yes, yeah.
The semi-violent way she scrubs her back in the bath.
Oh, yes, right.
I was like, yo,
'cause I
this
saw
is
that, I was
rough,
like,
man.
and-
Because at some point I was like, yo, aren't you hurting her?
Because
Like,
that moment felt
this is- 'cause
intimate.
at first I was
they
like,
were
oh,
both...
this is so
yeah,
tender,
she's
you know.
crying and
but
she's
then
like...
how vigorously she's like
Yeah,
scrubbing her
right?
back. I was like, oh, dude, you're getting all your frustrations out right now. Ouch. It felt at time because I was like, and then I was like, ouch.
Yeah, right. And there were
Ouch.
those themes of like shame,
Eesh.
and
Yeah,
because she
shame
would
featured
also,
a lot.
she would also like slander, I guess, next door neighbor, like always
Yeah,
be like that
coquette and be like-
slut shaming. She was
Yes,
slut shaming.
100%.
You know,
Because even she was like, I'm the baddie in the neighborhood.
yeah,
Which was so
because it's
funny
actually
because
your mom that's
you could
spreading
tell,
rumors
yes,
about
and
me,
it's like
telling
your mom's
people.
spreading the rumors, but we're still friends and we've clearly been friends for years since high school.
Yeah.
And we're still cool. But also it's like she wasn't a fast girl at all.
She wasn't.
Because
She
you
was
saw
just-
like even the lift.
And I mean,
it's like,
she's actually got it more together than Lesego.
Yes,
she really
she
does.
has.
Hey?
and it's
she really
like
does.
you are doing hair, you're hustling your DJ thing.
You're at home
but
raising your
also it's
child.
like the car that would always come and pick her up, that was her boyfriend.
Yeah,
you know?
exactly.
So it was like you guys make her seem like, oh, she's selling palms and whatever. I think she even
Yeah.
said like, oh, they think I'm selling palms or whatever.
And it's
like she's really not, eh?
She really isn't. And it's just
She's
it's that
not.
interesting.
It's a
like
weird perception
yeah,
thing.
and it's that women policing one another, older women
Yes.
policing, because she was just really hyper femme, and she was like she just
Yeah.
and that's like it's like a girly, like her weave,
Yeah,
her
and she'd be like,
eyelashes. There's
oh, no,
always
you're not
sort
even,
of
you're on the street, you're not even dressed. And I'd be like, dude, she's wearing a t-shirt and shorts.
and
What is your
shorts,
deal?
Like, what is your deal?
What
bro?
is your?
What-
It's
what
not
is
even.
your
She's not even in a
deal?
crop top or whatever.
Yeah.
Like,
Right?
what is
And she
your
does
issue?
have. She cares for herself. She cares for. I love.
Yeah, she
I love
does.
in that
And she cared for your
moment.
daughter.
For your damn daughter
when
who
you
doesn't
kicked her
really
out,
care for
because-
herself.
Even when she kicked her out, I was like, this
Where
feels
she was
harsh.
like, I know. She's like, you need to get out of my house. When they had that confrontation,
Yes,
she was like,
after the detective.
yeah,
came,
you spoilt brat.
I
You
was
know,
like, this feels harsh.
It does. Hey, it
That
feels so
felt really harsh because I was like, where is she gonna go, man? If
And
this
it was-
detective is
yeah.
telling you they're freezing her assets, they searching her house,
Yeah.
where do you expect her to go?
And it's like that, like some families are rough like
That
that.
was rough.
That's where I was like, family is such a it's such a touchy, confrontational, tricky space, because you would expect for mom to, and I mean she does cover her here and there. She covers her
'Cause she
when the
didn't pimper
DJ,
her
when
and
the
say,
detective.
she in the back.
She
She
didn't.
her room.
But then she comes back around to say, hey, you need to get out.
You're
And
a
she's
liar, you
always
blah, blah, blah.
reminding, like, there's just this control, this overbearing, this, please remember that I'm the boss here, and, and I'm,
Yes.
like, just
I'm
please,
in
always
charge.
humbling her. Like, it's
Oof,
like,
yeah, the
ouch,
heavy on the
like,
humbling thing.
heavy on the humbling.
Heavy on the humbling
like,
thing. Yeah, like it was so weird.
Yeah,
and it was because the mom could be mean.
mean. I
She
think
was mean.
those rough.
And I
hey?
don't think that
I
should
think
go without
she's-
being said, because it
yeah.
reminded me actually of Uvuyani in Adulting,
Okay.
and how his dad was when he
Yes.
between the girlfriends and when he'd go
Parents can
home,
be so
and
unforgiving.
how his dad
dude.
would just be like, "Oh, you just selling yourself, and
Yeah,
you're in the
they can be
streets and
so
whatever," which
judgy.
was true, but it was like, oof,
And that's your child, that's your
this is a bit
child.
rough, you know. Yeah,
are
like
you-
it was quite. Yeah,
What's
the mom
with
was
the
harsh
shame? What is with
Oof,
this
the mom
like
was harsh.
shame? She was
because
like,
it's like on the one hand, you're proud that Lesego has this important job.
Yeah. And you actually talk about it
But then
out
on
here
the
that she's
other-
like an investment banker.
Yeah, but then on the other, it's like very like finger waggy.
Yeah, very abusive.
But-
There's a weird abuse storyline that kind of happens, that kind of quiet behind closed doors like abuse, which is what abuse really is, like where, like the words and the she's hostile. She's hostile.
Yeah.
There's a hostility there. And even when she leaves, she gives Lesego the car, she's just
But
giving
it's
her
still like,
instructions
my
to
car,
my
you
car.
have- I'm sending you on errands also.
Yeah. Like,
And you
it's
forgot
just-
to get the spicy and the onion powder, Lily. How must I
It's
make
hectic.
acha with this?
It's like you have
And-
to leave home. You can't live under Hitler. You can't live under Mugabe, dude. It's like the parents can be so and they project their best and their worst onto you. Like you as my child.
Yes.
You can't embarrass me.
Yes. And I love what she said about the quotes. And she was like, do you know what that actually did to me growing up, hearing these quotes? That you are now telling this other little girl. It's just a lot of pressure.
There's no competition.
It's a lot of pressure. And she was like, it was a lot of pressure.
Yeah.
Which again, I like that it's a through thought to like how then people go into these very high profile important jobs, but then how people drink to cope with those jobs.
Cope with,
because I
what
also
we
felt
have
like
out
that
here
was
in
an underlying
corporate.
message that like
Yeah.
the banking industry, people
Yeah.
be drinking, people
Yeah.
be doing
Most of these corporate industries,
a lot of the corporate industries. You
the
think about banking, you
unreasonable-
think about
it's
advertising,
yeah.
like all the
it's really
the
run
high
on drugs and
expectations.
alcohol. It
It's
really
like,
is. People, that's how they cope every day. Every day,
Yeah.
people are drinking.
because the
every
way
day,
that she
every
drank
day.
wasn't good. Because every time we saw her drink, it was like a
Yeah.
lot. Because even when they were doing her hair and she asked for wine, and then she poured her a glass and she was like, "Tell her chum, tell." And then she poured again and she was like, "Tell her to the
And
to the
she took-
top,
yeah,
like,
to the top, please.
Palisa to the
yeah,
top,
please,
to the top,
like
like to the top." And even Coquette was like, "Okay, babe."
she takes the bottle when
The
they
bottle
leave, and
isn't
she
going
finishes
any,
it
because I'm like, the fact that you still bought the bottle in the car,
In the
like you wouldn't
car.
in the car. You want to drink, you just want to bathe. You want to
Yeah.
bathe. You want to bathe
Yeah,
all the
you
time.
wanna
You want to
bathe.
bathe.
You
I'm
wanna
like,
bathe. You
eh,
wanna
Lesego,
bathe. Like, yeah,
Lesego,
yeah, and
this
it's
is
like
not
also
good.
this
It's
like
not good.
this dark face behind like black excellence, like
Yes.
where we're like such high achievers, but it's like it's
yeah.
it actually is built on like no self-care at all. Like it's actually quite harsh in the background. People are not drinking
Yeah.
water, people are not
People are
sleeping.
not drinking water.
Yeah,
they're not.
they're
drinking
not. They're not
water.
nourished. They're not
No.
sleeping.
No.
They're not. They're very rude and mean. They're bad in their relationships and their friendships. And you're so right, actually, when I think about how she
Mm-mm.
treats literally most
most of the people.
people.
She wasn't a good person, which is interesting because it's like both of the main characters. You have like sympathy, empathy for them, but it's like,
Yeah.
oh, you guys are kind of not great.
Yeah.
Which is like relatable. But also like, oh,
yeah,
damn.
damn. And I mean,
But I do like that she made amends at the end. Not with
I
everyone,
also
but she
like
made amends.
that, yeah, especially with the friend next door. I was like, come
No,
on,
she had to, 'cause I was like, no, that was
please.
rude.
She didn't need to.
You can't do that.
You can't do that.
You can't do, don't do that.
And
Not
also,
after I've really helped, I've taken, oh yeah. And also how she didn't want the daughter to get the leg up. That was also
yes, an
interesting.
interesting
Because she would just
dynamic
be
there.
like, leave her alone.
Like dynamics between women's relationships.
Because
are actually
that was
so
another mirror of a
complicated, eh?
mother-daughter relationship.
Yes, it was.
Yeah, just in a
hey?
different context.
Yes, in a different context.
Because I found it
And it
interesting
was
how she'd call
hostile.
her mother by her name.
Yes,
also.
exactly.
But then it was also like, yeah, no, I don't want to be here. I don't want to stay
yeah,
here.
yeah.
You decided that I'm going to do varsity here. I don't want
I
to do that.
didn't,
Like you decided. It's not what I
Yeah.
decided.
And the
And
communication
even how
is
you
not
could tell
really
that she
there.
kind of like hesitated. Even when Lesego was like, hey, things are bad. I can't write to this recommendation letter, but like, take this number.
How she hesitated.
And she
to give the
hesitated giving. She was like,
child. What's up with that, guys? And I think
I get into
yes,
that
you
now?
know. What's up with that?
Throughout the whole movie, she was like,
Yeah, like when I
I wanted to succeed,
you know,
but do I though?
You know, and she did mention Uguti, the child does, you know, truly does put pressure on herself and then on all of us. But it's almost like this,
Hey.
this mirroring of
And then
like your
on all of
child
us.
wants to be better than you, and maybe it's triggering to you. Like
Yeah,
mother-daughter relationships are
maybe.
triggering. Hey, they're
Maybe.
painful.
Yeah,
they're
there
painful
was an
because it
underlying
is that.
that.
Like it's not the first time that you hear of a mother almost like being a little jealous of the daughters. It's not a new thing at all.
Yeah,
It's not a new thing at all.
all.
It's like even our store is like not necessarily
Because it's like she's happy for her,
encouraging,
but to a point, you know.
To a point. There's a limit.
And like it's a weird limit.
There's a limit to your love. Like
there's a limit to your love. Come on, James Blake. But yes,
yes.
Yeah, but great movie.
Great movie.
I really
Absolutely.
enjoyed it.
I really did
Thank
enjoy
you for
it.
that
And
break. I really enjoyed it. It was cool.
And I enjoyed the ending as well. Nice nod there. Nice weird ending. So yeah, let's rate it.
Let's rate it. We
towards
haven't
the
done
end
this test in
because
ages.
I know, hey.
Oh my goodness. Do the characters pander to stereotypes?
Yes. I think we have some archetypal energy going on here, you know, with the overbearing mom.
Yes.
Who is like, Christian
and
a bit religious on the one side.
The rebellious daughter. And drinking and
her smoking inside thing is weird because I don't know, like
that was weird.
She does it everywhere.
Even in Matomesa,
not in my car.
You might be upset at me, but hey,
you know.
Not
and
in
then
my
in the end she
space.
stops. In the end she's like, she's in
like,
her own
actually,
place. I feel like that's such a lovely circle of a moment where it's like, because I just feel like just personally smoking indoors is it just I don't want to judge, but I am. It's just not. It's not it. It's not it.
No,
it's not it.
Because I'm like, you don't have to do it. I'm like, do you really have to do this badly?
Yeah.
To not either
to not
step
realize
out,
that
like
we're
just
inside.
step out, or
like.
And I feel like smoking laws have gotten away with us.
Yeah, no,
because I want to say
tobacco smokers are loved by the community.
I want to say tobacco is one thing. It's regulated. There was a whole thing.
Yeah.
Habli.
True. We're in this age of habli and vape.
Why? Just because it smells like peaches. Don't blow that in my face. Don't do that. I don't care that it's cotton candy. Stop it. It's rude.
Hey?
Because it's rude for cigarette smoke being blown in someone's face.
It's still smoke.
But people are like, I am vaping. No, I don't care.
It's still smoke. It's still smoking.
Go do it outside.
Yeah.
I don't know.
And the vape crews, guys. Yo, the vape crews are the vapors are
now you go to a restaurant.
Hey? Yeah.
With the habli. I'm like,
that's where we are. And it's,
I'm eating there's
smoke and there's still a level of like tobacco. I don't know, whatever.
But sometimes people put tobacco in
they do.
Anyway, fine. The smoking, yes. So the stereotypes. What I do want to say about stereotypes, they didn't lean into it, which I appreciated. The stereotype of like successful woman.
Yeah,
has to go home but can't find a mom. Very being Mary Jane-esque.
Yes.
Oh, now she has to go with a high school sweetheart and she's a mess, really. Security guard has her wig.
Yeah. Security guard also.
Okay, but the security guard also.
Keeping in Dava. Why
you don't know who this man is. You don't know who this man is.
Just like singing.
And I don't want to say that the head of the complex, the guy with his little golf cart, was right. But low-key, I was like, yeah, maybe people should come to the office because why are you yapping?
Yeah.
You haven't even asked who this person is. You don't know who they are in the greater scheme of things.
Right, like there's a level of
personal information about the people in this complex
and their lives, you know.
Because you're basically telling this person they're coming and going. I lost them here.
You're giving
no, they haven't been home.
Out.
Hello, Puppy Act security.
You know, need to know information, you know. Yeah,
so,
definitely.
But yes, so the stereotypes are good.
The stereotypes were good. And I think I love the fact that it wasn't, speaking to that being Mary Jane stereotype of like the successful woman who in that stereotype is always sort of chasing after a man.
Yes.
There's just this craving.
That becomes the story.
But
so
not
I like
for
that
her. I think this is just a portrait of her choices, her life. There's there is an agency about her.
Yes.
She is morally questionable, but she's got that agency like that. You know those girls who are rude. They're just like, but they have that power. They take their power. She's kind of that girl, so she has an agency and a power about her, even as she is powerless. There's a power thing about her because she starts off powerless, but she's just empowered. Like she's got her own power, even in her mom's house, but she also gets that power from her mom. Like there's a power unpacking that goes on a lot, which sometimes moves into control. There's that bad side of power and there's that good side of power that we're messing around with here, which I like, which I like leaning into that stereotype,
Yeah.
Relationships.
Oh, the relationships
between women that aren't fueled by men. I mean, I think, I think we do have that. We have
quite a few, actually,
mother-daughter
more
trope,
often than not. I think, because even when I think of like her and Gogetsu as friends, it wasn't about that.
It wasn't about that.
It was just about them.
It was a friend helping. It was a caring,
which was so
territory.
Yes.
There.
Yeah.
There was a care.
Yeah. So
between
I
that friendship.
Mm-hmm.
And then the mother-daughter, like you say, Do and Lesego and the neighbors. There's a mother-daughter sitting on here where I really enjoy.
Yeah, and even because you could see that the baby also had a relationship with Austo as well.
Oh yeah, she did.
Because she would always pop over the wall and be like, "Hey, what's going on? Oh, you're back!"
Yes,
she's back at this time and whatever. Yeah,
yes,
so you could tell that
knowing all the goings on as a teen, as a teen, she's like really observant.
Yes,
she is,
as they are, because she was the first one at the gates to be like, I was like, are you okay? What's happening?
Yeah, she even says, I've looked you up. She's on her Zoom.
She's on her Zoom. She had a 5-year plan and a 10-year plan.
I know, that's right. I was like, girl.
Everybody was vision boarding and the whatever.
Smokes. Yeah. She's like, but mom thinks I don't know that she smokes. I know what happens here. I know everything.
I'm a kid, but I
usually do. They usually do.
Yeah. So that was cool.
Really, really love sitting in those like really, women, the womanhood and the motherhood of it all.
Yeah.
Bodies, bodies. How are different types of black bodies? It really was.
I think
we looked
really
at
good.
The slut shaming.
Yes.
And that policing that like older women or some women.
And I like that and I like that we had different body types, but also different hair. We had different
like the spectrum of just
even in the
wardrobe,
the uncle / boyfriend.
Yes.
I'm forgetting his name.
Yes.
But
him just
and Madome, who is like handsome also,
but also just a guy when we go into his room.
Just a guy. He was also just a guy.
He's just a guy. I also love that
like
we're
a guy
not like pedestaling. These are very ordinary characters that we're introduced to in a sense that like, okay, Madome, wow.
He comes to save the day. When that guy is trying to hustle her for washing her car. He really does. Whatever.
We get to see his like hunky side, and then we're like, ooh,
the word hunk.
I know, right?
It's also such a 1K word. Hunk. I'm like, oh my god,
hunk. Only to be just like the guy who's divorced, living in a room. Who's just
trying to get his life back
together. So the bodies were and the representation and also like older bodies like the different generational. We had some younger, middle, older.
Also, a note I want to make is that I liked seeing Lesego deliberately not being made up all the time.
Oh yeah.
Because I feel like there was an interesting conversation in like how even her mom wanted her to be made up and wear the clothes and get your face together, put your hair on, do your makeup, and how she would choose not to do that, and then only do it like when she felt like doing
that, you know.
So I like the interplay in that, and I also like that she said, you know what, forget the braids. Give me something fresh. Give me something. Give me just. Like there was a nice thing with parties and the visual aspect
ownership
of
it. This is
of
mine.
Like I get to decide.
Yeah, I get to decide.
I like that.
I love that beauty, that access where women, it's almost this expectation from women and of ourselves to always look done up. You know, there's that thing where women never look like their problems.
Don't look like your problems.
But she was like, I'm a problem. I look like a problem.
I'm gonna look like my problem.
It's here. And it's like, that's so liberating. Sometimes you're just like,
you need to
I'm not okay. I'm not okay.
Yeah. And I'm not even not in a bra enough to dress up.
Yeah.
And pretend to be okay.
No perfume today.
And I think she even said that. She was like, I don't know if I want to pretend.
Yeah.
And like,
because there's a there's like a performance.
Tired. Can I just stay in my room? Because I don't want to do that.
I don't want to do this. I don't want to do any of it. Like, loved that part. Diverse blacks, where are the Africans? Are they exoticized? Where are the queers? Are they eroticized? Africans, of course, yes, South Africa.
Yes, South Africa. Yeah. Local is laka.
Love it. Beautiful. I love it. It truly is such a... I love South African movies that are really good.
Yeah.
Like in the cast, I just loved it.
It was really good.
Yeah, it really was such a nice picture of South Africa, nice representation of like a part of South Africa as well.
Yes.
Right? Like, and the dialect as well. Like, so I think like...
Yeah, because we can stray quite Nguni.
Yeah, we
with
can.
Content.
Very true. Very true, Chad. Ooh, that is nice. A very true, Chad.
Yeah,
nice.
It was nice. A lot of our content means Nguni.
Yeah. And Pretoria is actually mostly Sotho like with the social. Yeah. So lovely that. Yeah, that's very true. Love that point. No queers in here.
No queers.
Yeah, not about that. Range of humanity and complexity is dripping here.
Because she really was going through the most.
I mean, we wake up with her in her
childhood bed.
In her chug. She's
but I'm like once again, you're in your chanda.
Yeah, yuckity
do. That's so yuck.
Yeah, it was very yuck. It was very
so yucky.
That is rock bottom.
Because it means you couldn't even
That's rock bottom.
Wake up in time to at least...
How does that happen?
Run to the bathroom quickly or like grab a bucket and...
And not to judge, hey? Not to judge family. I just think, some people need to drink. There's an alcohol problem in South Africa.
Yeah, there is. And we need to start talking about it more regularly because it's... Sometimes the way everybody drinks, I'm like, ooh, we are not alright, eh?
Just go from 0 to 100.
And it doesn't always have to be 100, eh?
It doesn't. That's the thing. Like, why does it always have to be 100? Why does it always have to be? And she tips.
The slippery
So she's like,
you see a tip over 100. And for me, like, it's interesting, even when she goes from the wine to the party to even those 3 guys.
Yes, that scene was actually, I really love that scene, actually.
They play with, like, the danger, but there's no danger.
Yes,
but
I really love that.
Again, but there's no danger.
Yeah.
And how even they were like, dude...
Even they were like, slow down.
Why are you chugging
They were actually quite caring in a sense.
Yes, they were
and
quite
they felt
caring.
younger because they did say to her,
they were definitely, they were like, she's a
you don't have to treat her like that. They were
also like, maybe she can help give us advice on
on dating.
With women, on dating.
And I have to say, they also felt to me like 2Ks. 2Ks are so vulnerable in that way. Like, they're just like, they're...
And I have a feeling, toxic. I mean, they never say it, but I have a feeling that they helped her get home or something.
Yes, right.
Because what I also found interesting is that, like, because Matome's pride was shot, he didn't care about her leaving.
I'm not taking you home. And girls,
which is also
we've been through that.
Oh,
wherever you go with a guy, and then he thinks he doesn't.
You're a bit of a hostage.
Yeah,
there.
now you must. Yeah, exactly that.
Yeah.
Exactly that vibe. I feel like
Because he was like,
a lot
my
of us
car's
have
a
gone through
target.
that. Yeah.
I don't wanna, yeah, like,
Okay.
no, I don't wanna open, I don't wanna whatever.
Yeah, like, okay.
So now she's like leaving,
She's
but then it's
leaving.
like, oh, how will you get home properly? Like,
Even just that bravery for her to do that, you know, is just I mean, and
I
it's
think
always,
it was brave.
yeah.
But then I wondered what was the lesser evil, because it's like, oh,
Right.
you don't have your accounts are frozen,
right.
you can't call a car,
Yeah.
you don't have any
What was
cash
it? You
left
really
on
are.
you.
You have to do what you have to do.
Is it better to leave?
Yeah.
Or to just stay and force him to take you in the morning?
Yeah.
Like, I was like, I don't know what the
I
better
don't know.
thing is.
Hey, and I don't know what
I don't
would
know.
have done, you know?
Yeah. But then it's like, oh, she just kept drinking more and more. And I was like,
Yeah.
you're less coherent.
And maybe
my
the drinking
babes.
did help you
Because it's like,
in your
you need
bravery,
to,
I guess, or whatever,
you
your
need to,
recklessness.
you're in a sticky situation. So I was like, hey,
Yeah.
I don't know if getting more drunk
Yeah.
is going to solve your problems.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah.
that whole sequence made me very nervous.
It
'cause
did.
I was like,
It
I don't know what's going to
did.
happen to her.
And I love how it actually is
Oh,
such
I
an
was so
interesting
worried.
sequence, because
Oh.
where she came from, she was almost like, you know, Matume was like, hey, I don't care, right? I don't care.
Yeah.
And then she walks out into the street.
Do you think he acted
only-
like that because he didn't perform well?
What can we talk about?
I
what
felt
happened
like
there?
some
Was it
of
his
it was
performance or what was
I
that?
don't
I just feel
know.
like it was they both came very quickly.
But it felt like
and that was it just felt
like a weird time.
yeah, and that always
Because there was even a way he almost like crawled
he
into
did,
himself.
right?
And
That was where I was like, maybe it is. And she was also like,
and she felt too like she was very huffy
upset.
about
Yeah,
it.
like where
So I was
you're
like, oh, maybe
I didn't get
he,
he,
you know, and then
Okay,
as
that's
you
what
said, because you did
happened.
say 1 minute man, so maybe
Yes, I think that's what happened.
I think that's what happened.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Yeah, and it's like, you know, that situation always sucks, because it's like I always
What happens
it's such
now?
yeah, and
Yeah.
it's like you've I would feel like it's just so I feel so exposed for nothing, you know, for
Yeah.
nothing. I didn't get
And it's interesting because he
anything out
wasn't
of
naked,
this.
but you could tell he felt naked with how he just like,
right,
curled into himself.
yeah,
I was like,
felt
oh,
a little
boy.
exposed.
Yeah, so we
Yeah.
really did get to see a full range of
We
humanity.
really did.
from
This
men
is
and the
getting
women.
it's getting fries from me.
Which was
It's
good.
it's intersectional. I think
Yeah.
it's intersectional in the womanhood of it as well, and in the South Africa, and the mother-daughter complexities just being laid bare there, and the mighty tigresses like we have, you know, this like you know, these women having that agency around money and talking about
Yes.
money, talking about
Talking
hustle,
about money,
you know?
hustle, life.
Right.
So what I also really I want to say this is probably one of the best local movies I've seen in a while.
Yeah, absolutely. True,
I
true,
too am giving it
I'm so proud of it.
fries
I'm so proud of it.
because we've been in a bit of a. I think our shows have been a lot better
Yeah.
than the films.
What happened?
And I don't know what happened with films. Like there have been some things here and there that have been
I think
cool,
with
but
film we're good.
in
We're
a
just
while,
not.
it
We're just not
felt-
getting distribution. We're just not getting
Yes,
eyes on the
yes.
screen.
because the ones that do end up on the streamings and the whatever, I'm always like,
it's
oh man,
it's like, you know, and
I don't know about this, and I
Yeah.
always try and like give it a chance, but I'm always like left just list for
Underwhelmed.
something that just
Yeah.
didn't quite come together, even though the premise is good. So this felt like great premise, and it delivered in a nice way.
in a nice way.
Yeah.
And there's something about what we're seeing on our streaming platforms that feels so inauthentic and forced. And this
Yeah.
felt so natural.
Yeah.
The characters were
It's-
natural and relatable, you know, like,
it almost feels formulaic.
Yes. What
which
we're
is
seeing.
not good. What we're seeing,
Yeah.
I'm like, hi guys,
You know,
no.
the acting is not.
Yeah,
make
it's
sure,
just
man.
not. Yeah, I don't know.
And it feels like the
too
template.
melodrama. Also, like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Because even when I thought about like the grading and the color of this movie, I was
no.
like, it feels not to a point like art housey.
Yeah.
Because everything feels like overly saturated. And
Right, like it does. And
Mm-mm.
everything is like that got that like Instagram lighting. Everything is like, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
grading is important here. I think we don't talk too much about grading and how much it says something about the actual plot, the narrative, what we're doing here, you know, like it changes the tone.
It changes your tone.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, well done.
Well done, you guys.
Karabo Lediga. Well
and I'm
done.
great that it's on Prime. Like
Yes,
I wish.
yes, it's on Amazon Prime if you want to check it out. Yeah.
It's really cool.
Very, very good
Awesome.
movie. And then, oh my
then,
gosh.
Towards the end.
It
It wouldn't be us if we didn't speak to a finale.
Just, you know, go on another side quest because we love a tangent. But yes, oh my gosh. Since the finale, what are your favorite you know what? I was trying to think of like
my favorite exercise.
Finales. And I was like, the thing about finales.
Yes, the thing about finales.
There's a thing about finales.
Yes.
So I think the first finale I was conscious of was Friends.
Okay.
Funny enough.
Okay.
That was probably the first show that I felt like I had watched for long. And then I remember like
feeling
the big
like
deal of like, this is the last episode.
Wow.
This is the last. And then I was like, oh, finales, there's always like so there's always it's like tying a bow on a show.
Yeah.
And sometimes they give the people what they want.
Yeah.
Other times they don't.
Other times.
Sometimes characters come back. Other times, I love when we have callback jokes from earlier seasons.
Yes, there is that thing,
all the inside
right?
jokes come back.
Yeah.
Then we find also like there's always like the end game couple that we see get together in the last series finale.
AKA.
And you're like, oh, yay. Or you're like, no.
Didn't want that.
You read
It's like this big reveal, this big momentum towards
the end.
What's happening at the end.
And
oh my God.
Do you get sad? Because I get sad. I always get sad.
I always get sad.
For
everything. I have an ending. I have an ending.
Man.
I hate
I get
endings.
so emotional because I'm like,
endings
I've been watching
break
this
my
for so
heart.
many years.
Dude, whether it's a book, whether it's a series, I run from an ending.
Because books, I'm like, it's the epilogue. No.
What's my life now?
What am I going to do with myself? Yeah, and especially because we, again, grew up with long form TV. It was like 24 episodes, 22, 24 episodes.
Yeah, so
it had like 6 or 7 seasons. You had lived with the characters for a long time.
Fall in love. Favorite characters, you know. And I think the thing also about a finale, which I want to look at the people that did it well for me, which I absolutely have to think of. This Is Us.
Yes, that's on my list.
This Is Us.
This Is Us's finale.
My goodness me, gracious. So just tying back, and also this was just the format around This Is Us, the timelines, the jumping timelines, the past, present, and how they went to the beginning,
right,
and to the end, and how we're now like tying the bow at Rebecca's funeral, and how the kids have grown, and how we're also going back to
when they were little.
This Is Us, and that whole I was just crying. I was just crying throughout from the beginning of the final season.
Also, I love that they filmed it like 2 years before or whatever. Because remember that was the thing that they filmed it like
the thing about a finale that people do that is like we start. we know the ending. We know the ending.
The creators usually know this is the ending,
which is quite hectic, to know the ending.
Yeah, and then which is also for me, I do feel like there's a joke in this because it's like you know the ending and then you kind of just make a story to make the ending make sense.
That's what it is. You speak to the ending. You find a way to get
drop
there.
in little clues. For the ending.
It's a good way to write. It's a good way to write.
Really good way. It's a really cool. I know even in what do you call this? Even in Harry Potter, she would write the endings and then loop back with all the mystery and how we get to the big reveal. Yeah, like it's super interesting because I know there's shows that shut the bed. Hi, Game of Thrones. We're looking at you. Terrible last season.
Wow. Oh my goodness. Thank you for bringing up.
Not everybody does it well.
That's not good. Hey, Game of Thrones really disappointed us there. With you know like an ending, and it was almost like with Game of Thrones we already knew like 5 episodes
Yeah,
towards
like
the end that it wasn't going to end well. Like it just wasn't going to give us what we
the
needed.
last season they kind of fluffed it.
Yeah, they lost it. Hey, they really did. They really
Damn.
did. Yeah, and it was such a
Just
powerful
awkward to go
epic.
and have such a good run, and then
Yeah.
right at the end, just like
of an epic also, because it's like epics are
Big.
so big. Like the
Yeah.
ending, everything in an epic, every episode is like
and
woof,
Game of Thrones
you
is like
know?
high stakes. Like
High
they were not afraid to kill
stakes,
people
high
off.
stakes.
They weren't afraid to like go
High
there
stakes.
and then woof.
Yeah, you know,
yeah.
all these powerful characters anticlimaxed.
Yes. Okay. What also makes me sad? Oh, I think of two of them. Always makes me sad. When they move out of the apartment that the show was filmed
Oh
in.
my gosh, because
Those ones
there is
also
something
always make me
about-
sad.
Yeah.
So yes,
There's
okay,
something
friends, but living
about-
single.
Living
when Kyle came back
oh my
for that last, because he wasn't in the last season,
And they
so
come
he
and they
came
look
back,
around. Oh
and
my
it was like a New
God.
Year's episode. Also, Fresh Prince of Bel
Oh
Air.
yes,
Where they move out of the
because
house.
That
and he
house.
looks around.
Oh,
and you're
because
like,
that house. That was an ending, hey. Because he did that.
at the
And you know, Will
end.
Smith
Oh,
is
it
always
was
just
so
so impactful in
sad.
those like
in
impactful
those
moments. He's
because
just
you
so
always
good.
think about the scene where his dad comes back.
Yes, yeah.
And then he's
yes,
shouting at
yeah,
Uncle Phil,
yeah,
and he's
yeah.
like, "Why didn't you want me?
Why
Oh,
didn't you want me?" And it's
Ah.
inside that house.
Everything
it's inside
happened
that
inside that
chandelier
house, you
mansion,
know?
that white
in Palais,
yes,
you know,
in
that
Palais.
beautiful home, and like,
oh my gosh,
ah.
what an ending!
So the move out, I think even in New Girl, yeah, like just the moving out of the
New
apartment
Girl, the
where
New
this show,
Girl.
most of the drama
I
and
love that.
shenanigans
I
took
love
place.
these
Like the moving
examples.
out always makes me sad because I'm
Because-
like, it's the end of an. You guys are moving out of
right,
a
and we're
house.
also actually moving physically, and
Yes,
it's something
yeah,
about
it's
the
like a
place,
physical move.
the location, the character, the
Yeah.
place, the thing
'Cause
that we're
like-
in actually becomes such an
a
important
character
part.
of its own because it's like
Yes.
they were in this apartment and because like even
Yes.
with New Girl, like they all kind of live in that apartment at some
Yes, like
point as well.
weird, it's an-
Yeah,
yeah.
like
And
some
it
with
becomes
some,
this,
yeah,
like,
because the whole
base
thing is
for
like
everyone.
Jessica's this girl roommate that they
Yes,
have.
yeah.
Yeah, so it's always
And
like,
it's so and it is built around that apartment because she's a new girl
yeah,
in the apartment,
apartment.
and everything happens there. There's all
Yes,
these
and then her
things that
friend Cece
happens.
comes, then Cece ends up
yes.
marrying Schmidt,
Marrying
and then it's the whole thing.
Schmidt.
Yeah, so it's like, are we moving
Oh.
out? We're moving on and we're moving out.
Oof.
Oof.
Oof. Even in Insecure.
Okay.
When, I think is it
So
the first season?
contentious.
I know. Not the last. I don't want to.
Because we have to talk about the finale.
We do.
Oh, Insecure. Okay, so
We do. Mm.
I do think Issa and Lawrence
Yeah.
were in
Wow.
game for me.
Yeah.
Right?
Same. They
And
were.
I know a lot of people will
Are
argue
not.
the
Yeah,
point and
yeah,
go
yeah,
back
yeah.
and forth.
And I don't get it.
What I
Yeah.
do also think the finale felt rushed.
Yeah. True.
I think they
hey.
tried, and I know that a time lapse is also a trope of finales.
Yes. Yeah.
They
yeah,
love
yeah,
a time
yeah,
lapse in
yeah,
a finale.
Yeah. yeah.
We're seeing 5 years down the line
yes,
or however many years.
absolutely. We're going
I
back to
think-
kind of refresh things.
And I know they'd always do time jumps in their finales, but it felt like too much.
yeah.
Yeah, like
Too
it
much
felt like a
momentum, too
little
much
bit
things
because
happening,
it's
too
like,
many-
we quickly
too
have
many
to
stakes.
close everybody's storyline.
Because it
and
was
then
also
jump.
Molly
And Molly's-
and
Because then Molly got
Issa.
married to Torian,
Yeah.
and then it was
And it
okay,
was
but
this, yeah.
the moment at Molly's wedding where they had that conversation in the bathroom that broke me because I was like, you guys on the show.
Yeah, you guys are out.
It's not about
actual
Lawrence. It's not
endgame
about
couple.
Torian. It's not about Nathan. It's not about the
Molly
men.
and
This
Issa.
show is about Molly and Issa. This show is about Molly and Issa. And that moment, I was like, oh, worth it.
gosh.
Oh, because it felt like, and I think they said that was Yvonne Orji's last scene. Like that was one of the
Yes,
last
I
scenes.
remember that.
And like you can feel that they're
Feel
like
the
saying
emotion.
goodbye.
You can feel that it's
You can
actually,
feel
and
like
they actually
we're
with
really-
Insecure had a documentary.
Yeah,
for the
I
final season.
I loved that documentary. I
Insecure
loved
did
that
everything
documentary.
around.
They
you know
gave me
what?
everything I needed.
Insecure gave us
They
everything.
even gave
guys.
us soundtracks
You
for
know,
each
they
season.
podcasts. like just
The
involving, making it a culture. It was
how
a
they have that
movement.
wind down after the episode
Yes,
to unpack the,
wind
episode.
down. About Prentice.
Remember?
Prentice's gig.
Yes.
Ah.
Do you know what? Insecure gave me all the content that I
Truly,
needed from
truly,
that.
truly.
I loved the documentary. And I
Yeah.
got sad even watching the documentary.
Same, because I was like, it's so important to actually feed on that finale energy because
Yes.
we need to see,
Yes.
even with Living Single, like you're saying,
Yes.
towards the end when Kyle,
Kyle is
and
back.
in the room, like,
and then,
it was,
oh my God, because even then, Maxine went to a sperm bank to get a baby. And
Oh,
the sperm was Kyle. So even that, it was like, oh my God, of course you do this.
Ah,
Even though they didn't end up, now they're going to have a baby together.
yeah. Now they're gonna have a baby.
Regine
together.
is married.
Oh,
Like,
Regine. Oh,
Khadijah's
man.
with Spencer.
Oh,
like, woo, woo, woo. Sinclair and Opie are still together. They tell me about finales. It's just like,
oh, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And it just sucks that it's completely goodbye. Like, that's what I think about
like you
endings,
never get
where
her.
you're
You
just
never
like,
get her.
"Ooh, wow, yeah, no.
Yeah.
Endings are too much for that. You know, you're always just like, even with Modern Family, please. When Modern Family ended, I was just like, yo, guys, this raised me. Hey, like, I
do you know what?
adore Modern
I
Family.
still haven't watched the end of Modern Family.
Yeah. It's one of those where, I mean, I watched it.
Because I dropped off. So like I dropped off with Modern Family and then I started it again.
Yeah.
So now I have one season. I'm like on the last season.
Yes.
So,
and the last season is beautiful. Because everybody's grown
up.
Everyone, Alex and them, they're
Haley
all
had a baby.
grown.
Like everybody's like,
Haley had twins.
Like damn.
And their growing was just so, it's like, because in Modern Family, the kids they're also so deep in the storyline. The kids are, the
they're
kids
part of the jokes. I think of Lily as well, like the jokes.
My favorite, one of my favorite characters around, like really, what a deadpan, what a comic.
She's good.
Fave.
She's
She is
really
so
good.
good. It's from childhood.
So for me, it's also interesting thinking about comedy finales.
Yes,
of sitcoms versus the drama show finales.
Yeah.
Because I also thought about and it's a show that like hardly anybody ever watches. Ever. But The Marvelous Mrs. Maisel.
Oh yes, you do love that. And I do
Wonderful
need to watch
show.
it.
And it finished like a few years back.
Yeah.
But for me, wonderful show.
Yeah, you have said.
Fantastic finale.
Yeah. Oof.
Great finale.
Oh wow.
Like, you know, when you hit all the beats and then you also do the full circle thing that you were talking about where it's like, she finally
did the thing. She got
there.
Yeah.
She got there.
Yeah. I think of Issa as well, how she also did how we went back to Mirror Bitch.
Because,
and how Mirror Bitch was like, is this us now?
Is this us now? Because really, Mirror Bitch went through.
Mirror Bitch, girl. Like,
Issa.
Wow.
Do you want your man or not? Like, we come from.
You want your man or not?
You're like, oh my God, like, yeah. It's so, and the thing is, like, finales, I love how they can be like self-indulgent.
Yeah.
Super self-indulgent or like self-referential.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, it's like an ode to the thing
show
that
and
we've done
that we made
and the story
and like,
that we've made that's successful. It's got an ending. It's actually really it's like it's how do I say it? It's like it's a good thing when you have a powerful ending. You've created a world.
You've made a community around the show.
You actually have.
One, and I mean, it's like the teen drama world.
Yes.
The Gossip one. Gossip Girl became a telenovela.
Oh, yeah.
But One Tree Hill had one where, like, remember when things used to have theme songs?
Oh, yes, yeah.
So they got Gavin DeGraw, who sang the theme song, to perform it. Oof. And then they were all watching him live. And I said, full circle, full circle.
Because the music, I love
the music in a show is so important.
It's so important, guys.
And some people get to live on, because I think of Gilmore Girls.
Oh, woo!
And everyone is jealous of Gilmore Girls because they got to have like a post-show 4-episode thing on Netflix, when which like older. We all want girlfriends to have the chance to have some sort of finale because the writer's strike and it felt very unfinished. So they kind of like, you know,
it didn't get an ending.
Yeah, it didn't like ending. It did, but it was so like
rushed and
it was giving really, wrap it up. So it is sad when some shows are good, but then there's no time for an ending, or it gets cancelled, so there never is an ending.
Yeah, cancellations are so sad. Yeah, because I also think of rap shit, where we really we didn't even get ready to get a middle, to get ready to the.
We're never gonna know.
To the So like they just killed
we never
the story.
Got to the point where they make it.
Yeah, where they make it, which could be a
conflict, finale.
Yeah, you know,
we were kind of them like
the story
on
was
the way
killed
there.
on its way up.
Ooh, Scandal. That was good. Yeah.
How to as well?
How to also.
How to Get Away
and
with
Scandal
Murder
were good.
was an era.
Those
guys.
were good exits.
Yeah, those were good
And
exits.
How To was crazy for me because I fell off. That show got so chaotic.
Yeah, it did. But
then
it's
everybody-
Thursday on Saturday at 2 p.m.
And then it's also everybody's dying.
Yeah.
Everybody's getting killed in the show.
Something
It's
about a
just getting
legal
messy.
drama where
How to Get Away with just got out of hand.
It did. It did.
But then everybody kept going, no, the last season. And I was like, oh, now, do I care? And then I was like, okay, let me try and catch up and see. And somehow Shonda Rhimes closed.
Yeah.
Somehow.
Yeah.
I don't know how she did it.
Shonda
closed
is
every
amazing.
loop.
Shonda is amazing. Shonda is a wonderful writer. She's such a powerhouse.
Yeah.
But yeah, finales, guys. We could go on forever.
We could. Do you have a top one to end up with?
It probably we can't even go into it right now, but Little Fires Everywhere. Do you remember Little Fires Everywhere where the kids set the house on fire and Izzy ran away from home? Yeah, so that was for me. So, and of course This Is Us, yeah. Yours?
Ooh. I'd probably also do This Is Us. What else had a good finale?
And I mean, yeah, like the
There's so many
comedy
things.
ones, the ones where we're
The Office was
leaving,
also really good.
Oh,
yeah.
True.
The Office was good. Yeah. The Office is also up there.
Michael.
Yeah.
Guys.
But yeah, in the finales, we also say our goodbye.
In the spirit of all of this, it has been great.
What a pleasure. What a sweet.
What a pleasure.
We've enjoyed this studio.
Yeah. What an experience. What a roller coaster.
Yeah.
It's been amazing.
Thank you, Greta.
Thank you, Greta.
It's been
my heart, my love. I
what
love
a
you.
Ride.
I love you.
Love you too.
I love
this
you so
has been
much.
so fun.
This has been fun, guys.
Black Sterring. We're
See you on
signing
the other
out.
side, guys.
See you on the other side.
Bye.
Okay.